Welcome to another video by the Market Maker SA. Hope you're doing good on this Monday or Sunday, depending on where you're on the world. And yeah, welcome to another video by the Market Maker SA. I hope you are doing good. I hope you are trading strong, and I hope you are trading good. Before we continue, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Don't forget to tell us where you're watching from. And yeah, without further ado, let us begin. Uh, so today we'll be looking at stop hunts, but more specifically, we'll be looking at how to combine the stop hunt methodology, um, plus the smart money concepts. And right here on my left, I have this a chart that will help us to identify and make our trading much easier. Obviously, before I continue, first I have to explain what a stop hunt is. A stop hunt is an area on the chart where, oh, it's not an area on the chart. It's a mechanism or a tool that is used to identify, or not to basically it's a methodology that states not a methodology, well, that states that you put your trades where the stop losses are. So a stop hunt is basically waiting for the market to take out the stops, and then you trade it off the it being a stop hunt. It's in the name. It's basically it's a tool or mechanism that helps you identify when market is hunting stops, or it could be a great indication to trade, especially after those crucial stops have been taken out. So basically it's a liquidity grab. It's a liquidity grab. It's a liquidity grab in smart money concept terms, but in BTMM terms, it's a stop hunt. So yeah, let us begin. So obviously, we're gonna start right now. We're at the GBP USD, and usually when we're looking for stop hunts, we don't usually start on the H4. We start on the H1. We start on the H1. So let's just go on the H1 and see what we can do. We're gonna look at a few. We're gonna look at a few pairs, especially being Monday. Market is not really resetting, things like that. We're gonna look at a few pairs, and yeah, let us begin. So obviously you're gonna start right here. Let me just drop down that. Let me just zoom in a bit. Obviously you're gonna start here. Obviously with that peak formation low, very nice stuff that I like a lot. Market over showing up a point of reset to start the cycle all over, because the cycle going down has been completed. Now market is going to the up phase. So obviously then we're expecting level 1, level 2, level 3, but now we're at this level 1. And what do we have here? We have right here, obviously now we're trying to identify points of interest where we can trade using the stop hand and the SMC. So what we have here, we already have break of structures. That's the first thing on our checklist. Break of structure 1, break of structure 1, break of structure 2, break of structure 2. So these areas obviously helping us to further confluence the direction, further give us confidence in the direction that we're going, which is the up phase. And then number 2 says we identify our mitigation block. So identify from when the last demand zone to obviously where market first broke structure. And obviously this is the first major structure broken. So this is then our mitigation block. And as you can see from here to here, this then becomes our mitigation block. Don't forget what a mitigation block is, guys. It's a point in the chart where we look for points of interest. So we've identified our mitigation block right there. Beautiful stuff. Next, we start looking for liquidity targets. Now, if we can zoom it in right there, we can already see that there were people who saw this as a peak formation high. So they probably traded that and they put their stop losses probably there on top. Very nice stuff there. Liquidity target 1. There were people who went into this fair value gap quite early, quite early. So their stop losses were then somewhere here because they were in there in that fair value gap, and the stop losses were there. They got taken out as well. So already we've identified our external and internal liquidity. Very nice stuff. Obviously, there's two people who were in there selling on that fair value gap, stop losses there, and things like that. Very nice stuff that we love to see. So we've identified our liquidity targets. Now we start looking for our accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now this is very crucial for our stop hand. As you can see, we have accumulation. We have our accumulation there on top. We have our manipulation going down, and we have our distribution running away. So obviously, where the accumulation is, that will be also another key. That will be also a key liquidity target right there. Market breaks that liquidity target. That will be our usually the accumulation external liquidity will be our liquidity target one. Then we start looking for our 2s and our 3s, because every good thing goes in a pair of 3. So yeah, accumulation 1, 2, 3. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Very nice stuff. Or let me just draw it out in different, but I feel like you guys can see it. This is the accumulation. Manipulation, we're not gonna draw it, and obviously the distribution away. Beautiful stuff. So we identified our accumulation, manipulation, distribution, or in this instance, if it was a situation where we could not see this part of the chart, because obviously that's not how trading works, we'll probably have identified our accumulation and obviously our manipulation right here. Then instantly would have identified it's okay, why in a manipulation and market has got into a point of interest that I like, and obviously market has taken out specific liquidity targets, including my accumulation target, and obviously market has already manipulated, taking out all those liquidity targets that we're talking about, and at the same time we're in our mitigation block, and at the same time we identified the direction that we're going to due to the break of structure. So obviously in that area, and then we'll start looking for what? We'll start looking for longs. And obviously the only point of interest that I could have seen happening here was this breaker block right here. This breaker block right there could have been a great opportunity right there. Or if you want to close it down even further in there, this makeshift point of interest right there, making that as our liquidity, our breaker block. So our breaker block could have been our point of interest, also being aided by the confluence of the fair value gap. But obviously the fair value gap took out a lot of people, so it would have been an area just like your mitigation block. So very crucial stuff. Now obviously how did the stop hand come into play here? Well, it's very simple. Stops were taken out there, stops were taken out there, stops were taken out there, stops are still being waited to be taken out there, stops are taken out there for people who went into early, stops were taken out for people who thought they were smart until the second leg, and finally it drops. So once you've identified where the stop losses are and how the stop losses have been taken out, your trading will be much easier. And as you can see what the market did, market then ran away beautifully, taking out that first stop external liquidity, taking out the second external liquidity, and market was gone, taking out everything and running away. So that was very nice stuff, very nice stuff, very interesting way of how you can combine your stop loss, your stop hand, and your SMC. SMC is very nice stuff. So obviously now we go to this area right here. We obviously are continuing where we left off. As you see, we have this break of structure, obviously where the market broke that external liquidity, that then becomes our break of structure, that then becomes our mitigation block. So obviously from that area to that area is our point, is an area now where we're identifying points of interest. So we identified our break of structure, we identified our mitigation block. Now we're looking for our liquidity target. And as you can see right now, the only liquidity target I could see here is the first one right here. Especially people thinking that's a inverted fair value gap or a breakup block, especially, and the fact that it's in a premium zone and not in a discount zone as of yet. So that would have been our liquidity grab one, liquidity target one. Our second liquidity target would have been obviously on top there. Let me just fix it there. Our second liquidity target will be right there on top, obviously, that being our external liquidity in this instance. Will be our external liquidity. Liquidity was then taken out there as well. Very interesting stuff there. Liquidity was taken out everywhere. Stuff that I like very much. Then obviously our third would have been our accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So currently at the moment we had our accumulation. Accumulation of very now obviously accumulation works as our first liquidity target as well. Where market market arrested when it was liquidating. Obviously it's this area, but obviously that's when the manipulation started happening, but we'll use it. Obviously that being our accumulation, then market giving us our manipulation, market dropping, taking out all those liquidity targets that we're looking at in terms of premium, in terms of people who went in too early, in terms of people who were seeing false points of interest. Then obviously the only point of interest obviously after the accumulation manipulation, obviously if it was a point of, if it was real time and obviously things were like this and you've identified your accumulation manipulation, the only point of interest you would have seen is right here on this one, on this order block, on this order block right here, right there. As you can see right there, just open it up a bit, right there on your rally base rally. Very gorgeous stuff, very beautiful stuff. Obviously that being a trigger for you. Then what? Then that being a trigger for the completion of your AMD, and that's your distribution in your points of interest. Beautiful stuff. Obviously stop hunt would have been all those liquidity targets that were taken out, and market was gone. Market was gone in a beautiful way. Like I say, these things are everywhere, guys. They are everywhere. All you have to do is just look, all you have to do is just look with a different eye set, look with the way of intelligence, and you'll be fine. See, there wasn't really any significant break of structures that happened in that area. I mean, the only big one was kind of this one. I've seen then obviously from that area, that being your mitigation block, points of interest. Thing I didn't like is it didn't come back to its designated down candle order block. So that was a sketchy of a trade, but obviously, and your accumulation manipulation was a bit of a sketch right there. Let's drop down to the M15 and look at a more microscopic view of the things that basically what I'm trying to show you right here. Just open it up a bit. Let's go look at the long. Let's go look at some long examples in this instance right here. Also, we're talking about that break of structure that didn't go into that area that I liked, that being that area. But as you can see what happened here, once you've identified your mitigation block, your liquidity targets are going to be quite simple. Your first one is going to be right here on this fair value gap that people would have expected as a fair value gap, but because of that down candle order block right there under, it's your liquidity sweep, because and obviously people would think that's a fair value gap. That will be your liquidity target one. Second liquidity target will be right there on top, your external liquidity. I don't know, before a later phase when market comes and takes it out. Could have been used as your take profit. And obviously market came into that area. I mean, first it's an area that in my opinion, is quite too expensive to buy. But then again, market did what market did. Something I wouldn't trade because it's something I'm not sure of. But market went in that area, that being your point of interest. Obviously, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Very nice stuff. And market left in a nice way. Yeah, things that I like a lot. And if you drop it down, it's here. Beautiful right here as well. Break of structure right there. Obviously that being your mitigation block as well. Then we have your liquidity target being your one right there. Obviously that's a crucial liquidity target because that's your accumulation liquidity target. Then obviously that will be your external liquidity target 2 right there on top, and obviously number 3, that would have been your mitigation block has been identified, and obviously now we'll be looking for accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and obviously we'll be looking for a point of interest right there. So yeah, those things are everywhere, guys. You just need to use your brain and understand what you can do. There's another short example. Market gave us that peak formation high, very nice stuff. Gave us the high of the week, high of the month, and then obviously what market did there, market showed us our break of structure right there, major break of structure, also being worked as a mitigation block. Obviously then liquidity target wise, let me just fix it there. But yeah, liquidity target wise, oh yeah, as you can see, market has entered into that area, obviously making that our mitigation block. Then obviously after we look for obviously liquidity targets, which our first liquidity target of course will be right there on our accumulation. That will be our accumulation, First, obviously, is our accumulation liquidity target right there, and then obviously our second one will be right there on our external liquidity, waiting for market to come back. Take out all those people who are buying. Then we start looking at our AMD accumulation, manipulation, and obviously market distributed into this into the mitigation block, into the order block right there, up candle order block. The market was gone. So yeah, guys, these things just need to be found, but they do work and they will help your trading to be much easier and much more simplified. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell icon, and please leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to tell us where you're watching from. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.